Ha!
We'll give a minute and see if anybody shows up.
Yes, yes. Hey, yoo-hoo, we are here. We'll send out a signal, yes?
Good morning, Courtney.
Good morning, Courtney. Hello to you. Welcome, welcome. Good morning to everybody, yes? Everybody in the whole world. Let us send a wave.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
Yes. Hello, Elizabeth. Yes. Here we are. We have more to say, yes? Wonderful, wonderful. So we are just truly going to take a moment and just send out a wave. We know it is not morning everywhere in your world, so just a wave of love, welcoming, inviting, encouraging, compelling, being with every being, yes? Imagine that. We actually invite you all, before we go into our subject for today, yes, of just in moments, send out a hello, send out a I welcome you, send out a I'm noticing that you matter, message or wave out into your world, and send it everywhere. Send it absolutely to every being, and just let it float, because that is really powerful, and it is very real, and it sends currents. That is what brings the world together. That is what brings people together with themselves, is that connectedness, yes? So, anyway, today we would like to talk with you about, worry, the energy and vibration of worry, and the energy and vibration of concern. They are very differing vibrations, yes? And so the main thing that we'd like to talk about that, and yet we'd invite you actually, because you all have memory cells of each one, yes? To just kind of go ahead, don't worry. Call in your worry energy. Kind of feel how it feels in your body, how it feels in your psyche. Don't worry, don't worry. It is it is brief, just coming for a quick little visit, and then just shake and shimmy for a reset. Yes. And now call through the vibration or the energy of concern, and feel that in your body. Feel that in your psyche. Feel that in your emotions. And what we will offer to you is that if you tune in, you will notice at least a slight difference, if not a distinct difference, yes? And what that difference is, or what we'd like to speak with you about, is that we notice people talking with us or talking with themselves or talking with each other very often about being tired, about feeling really tired, feeling stressed, feeling depleted. And we look and we wonder, what's moving with that? What is one of the causes? And worry often comes up, because worry is going to spin. Yes, it's going to spin. And why it spins is that worry is very invested in not looking for information. Worry is all about the spin. It's all about spending energy. It's all about keeping you in a loop. It is an energy of what we refer to as separation energy in your world, yes? It kind of wears you out. And why would that be important to separation energy? Well, if you are worn down or stressed, or you have that deflated kind of energy, then separation can get much better hold on you and keep its footing, yes? Separation is not natural, and it is something that has been practiced and experienced in the human world for a very, very long time now. Union is actually natural. And so to have you in a worry spin, whether you're fretting or worrying about a person, yourself, your finances, relationships, an incident that happened, things that are happening in your world on a larger scale, when you worry, just know that it's a spin, and it's draining you. It's not feeding you. It is not nourishing. And that is because worry is never going to look for information. Concern, if you feel, wow, I have a concern for what's occurring with myself, or with something regarding myself, or with something regarding the world, all of it, yes, because you're all connected, yes, then if I'm concerned, concern is always going to look for information. It's very important to humans to be looking for information, not worrying you won't find it, actually knowing that as I open and put out my invitation, open my receptors, remember to trust and believe in my direction and in direction that I receive from that which I've called forward to myself, I will receive information. I'm very concerned about this situation or about what's happening with my health or with my finances or with my love life or with my other relationships. Or I'm concerned about, the work I'm doing in the world or what's happening with somebody I love. When you shift it from worry to concern, then you're going to start to feel the possible of momentum and then the actualizing, the movement of momentum. Because concern is going to look for information. It's going to access you and what you already know. And it's going to access your seekers, yes? Everything that you don't maybe already have in your conscious awareness. It's going to send out signals for information to come in, for your receptors. That is not draining. That's actually feeding. Now you get a momentum. Now you have a possibility. Now you move in the energy of connection. You might run into a conversation or invite a conversation. Concern is powerful and it is important. So that is really what we're, the way you can know, am I worrying about that or do I have a concern about that? And you don't know. If one's going to drain you, one's going to bring you open into possibility. Worry is just going to spin. It's never going to really try to find a resolve. It's not going to feed you. Concern is. And that is why also when, you worry about another person, you're not actually feeding that other person. You're not bringing them anything. It's always up to them, of course. Somebody outside of yourself and yourself. It's always up to the being to be a receiver, to be a receptor, to choose whether that, the momentum comes or not. And yet, if you worry about somebody, then you're just draining. You're not adding anything. If you have a concern about somebody, maybe some choices they're making, somebody you love, you have a concern about things that are going on in their life, then your being opens up to seek information. Of course, if it's about somebody else, it's always really important that that information begin with, connecting with that person. Is there anything that I can offer? Is there something that I have that you could benefit from? How might I, be in exchange with you around this? And if you feel them worrying, then invite them to shift to concern. Invite them to seek information, because that's what's always going to bring the momentum forward. They get to choose, remember. It is theirs to choose or not. Sometimes you're just a seed planter, and just by that we mean significantly a seed planter. Sometimes the conversation will take off from there. It inspires connection. So what we offer is, whether it is about yourself and things going on with you in your life, always breathe open and say, wow, I have a concern about this, and open your information seeker and follow it, yes? And follow, and notice then what shows up, because that information seeker is also vibrational, will bring things to you. If you're worrying, it's just going to start to feel tiring and depleted. So that's what we wanted to talk about today. And we are excited for, you to, spread that. You might notice, wow, it feels like that person is always drained. I wonder if they're worrying. Don't try to fix anybody or anything. That would be, feeding that fix-it thing. And instead, if you're concerned about somebody who's drained, then, open up some questions, some offering, whether you're connecting with them directly or not. Bring that energy of momentum, just like we offered. Send out that wave of love, care, hello, you matter out into your world. It is also begin to open and flow. Wow, if something's not all in the flow or doesn't appear to be in the flow, then open up the conversation around concern, which asks questions, not questioning, and which seeks information, which loves to know and to grow and to become with yourself and in your interaction with others. That's whether it's in personal, individual, or worldwide systemics, yes, things that are happening. Have a concern? Ask questions. Learn, grow, expand, seek information, and receive it. Yes? Be well, our friends. Our love for you is whole.